I've been sailing around, and I've been searching for serpents, and it does look like maybe at night when they spawn, once it turns day, it will despawn on you because that happened to me just a little bit ago. So I wanted to go ahead and start recording, and I'm going to go and attack a goblin camp. Show you guys how to do that because it's pretty essential. And since I didn't have a lot of time after I beat Motor the first time, before World Destroyer Bug, I didn't really get a chance to take a look at the type of food you can get from the plains, and it is awesome. Like, as soon as you're able to, that is the best perk of the plains. I'm just going to show you some of the things I've made so far, um, which it is the blood pudding pie, which gives you 90 health. 90 health and 50 stamina. That's a lot of health. Then obviously you get your cooked lox meat, which that's easy because you can essentially just outrun and shoot them at the same time. And then you get the lox meat pie, and that gives you the same exact stats as serpent stew, which is kind of why I've been going and looking for serpent stew, because just altogether that would make you incredibly tough, incredibly hard to kill. So I've just been doing that. I have been failing miserably at it, but you know, if you can't find them, you can't find them. I guess. I guess that's all I can really say about it. But so you get the barley, and you get that from the goblin camps, and then you put that into a windmill, and it makes barley flour, and you get so many other things, like you get fish wraps and stuff like that. Like, this is all like top tier stuff. Like, if you have a full set of this food, just about any of it, most of the time you're gonna have over 200 health, over 200 stam, both, and it's crazy. Like, I'm super excited, to have found that. That's essentially all I've been doing, is just farming different foods, and I got a bunch of it at my little starter base. And I think that is what I'm gonna do after I beat Yagluth, is maybe do a build tutorial and like kind of make another grand hall, or just something cool. Maybe I'll make like a tavern. That'd be pretty cool. But it's just, I had to start recording once I noticed how good the food was, because I thought that serpent stew was going to be the best that there is, and it's not. It's still incredibly good. It's right up there with the plains food that you can make, but it's worth it. It's worth it to go into the plains and clear out these goblin camps. So I'm going to go ahead and skip, because it's going to take me a little bit. I'm going to get to the plains, and I want to show you guys essentially what to do. You kind of got to just be, somewhat sneaky, but I'll show you the tactics I use in just a second. So I'll see you then, guys. Alright, so we're pulling up on the plains, and I'm going to just, show you how to exist in the plains, because a lot of people have a lot of issues with just existing in there. Between the Death Skeetos and the Goblins and the Goblin Berserkers, a lot of people have a lot of issues, and I understand, but it's all about preparation. So I already showed you that I got some really good food, which is not necessarily, has to be this food. I'm using it because I love the food. I think it really comes down to is your shield, which I want to get the black steel or black metal shield because that has parry. My serpent shield does not. Which tower shields you can't parry with them; they're all just blocking power, and that's what the serpent shield is. But I think it has to do with your blocking power because you want to have over 100. So mine, you can see, is the base is 95, but then with my blocking skill, it brings it up to 121. And you want at least 100 because that's what a lot of these goblins and mosquitoes, stuff like that, that's about what they hit, anywhere between, I'd say, 75 and just over 100. So you want good stuff like that. And then I still have silver armor. I didn't go get the padded armor, but most of it is tier 4, which brings it to 26. That's the same as it would be if I had the padded armor. That was just base. And then I got the pants that are tier 3, and that's a little bit under, but it's good enough. It's good enough. I don't have too many issues over here. So one thing I always recommend whenever you're exploring, go ahead and put down a portal, because if you die, which if you're not used to the plains, you'll probably die. Hell, I might even die. And I've been over here, I've been building and farming, not in this particular area, but in a different plains area, and I could still die pretty easy. It's not hard to get overwhelmed. So I'm gonna put it over here where it's not quite as much in the way. Just put down your workbench. There we go. Put down the teleporter. There we go. And we're going to name this starter because that brings me back to my starter base. Yep. It takes a second, but it gets there. And then while we're at it, can I repair the ship? A little bit, yep. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and put these materials back into your boat. And that's why I love the log mode. Like, the fact that it has so much storage in there is really nice. There's locks. They have... It's saving, sorry. They have a hard hit, but they don't really aggro on you unless you're in their face. So, it's just one of those things. So whenever you're over here, kind of just keep your eye out. That's what saves you over here, is if you can keep your eye out. See, like there's a mosquito over there. And what a lot of people will do is they'll take their bow and arrow. Let me zoom in a little bit. And look behind this bush right here. And they'll just... I don't think I'm hitting it, but I can't see. Oh, there it is. There we go. And see, there's another one right there. So just keep your eye out. You can fight a melee too, as long as you have a shield. And I'll show you that real quick. See? Once they attack you, they kind of just sit there for about a second and a half. Gives you time to hit them back. And that's where having a high shield helps you, because if it's hitting you for less damage than your shield is, then it's not going to push you back. I don't know if you guys can hear me, because I have had this thing far away. But if it's been hitting you for, less damage than the shield you have, blocking power you have, then it won't push you back and stun you and stuff like that. So it gives you that time. And that's just how I fight them. I'll normally melee them. It's just easier for me. But the real trick is the goblins, in my opinion. Because the goblins, they kind of just swarm you. Yeah, you might get to maybe 3 mosquitoes, or death mosquitoes. But, man, I've been swarmed by like 10 goblins before. That wasn't fun. Needless to say, I did not make that out. I did not make that out at all. I'm going to go ahead and get the food going. And you see how big that is? And how big my stamina bar is? Ow! So, whenever you're fighting these guys, they'll circle you. After that first hit, they will circle you and try to get behind you. And if they can't get behind you, what they'll do is they'll just go ahead and end. So as long as you keep staring at them with the shield out, you'll be fine. And here is the goblin camp. It's foggy right now, and the way I do it, you need good sight. So I'm going to wait this out and wait till it clears up. I'm going to just go ahead and skip ahead again, and we're going to go from there. I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds. Appreciate it. Alright, so the fog is cleared, and we're about ready. It's still nighttime, but we can see. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be in the sneak. Now, I did have this on, and that's to help me be, able to see. However, you gotta think about how the fact that if you're wearing that, you can see better, but it also decreases your sneak bar, so they can see you better as well. So I just went ahead and switched back to my normal Drake helmet. So the way that you're going to want to do this is you're going to want to go after the shamans. That's the first thing that you're going to want to do. And also, I tend to take out the watchtower guys from afar as well. I don't know if they have a better range to see you, but I don't ever try to risk it, because there's normally a good 15, maybe sometimes up to 20, depending on the size of the camp. And that's including berserkers and stuff like that. So you really want to be careful. But you want to find the shamans. That's the first thing that you want to do, because they can actually respawn I guess you'd call them lesser goblins, or lesser fullings, whatever they're called. And you can tell, see, like that right there, he's got a staff. That means he's one of the goblin shamans, or fulling shaman, that you're going to want to take out. I missed. And then you're going to take one out and just kind of sneak away. Don't even worry about this guy. Just make sure you're away from the goblins. Alright, now we'll take this guy. Get back in there. And so the reason you want to do it this way, if you're far enough away and you're sneaking, they're not going to come after you. And you can kind of, as long as you pick off the shamans first, after that you can just use your bow and arrow and take out the rest as as you desire. And there is a surprising amount of skeletons over here. Alright. And the last camp I was in had 3 shamans. I have yet to come up with an average, but I'd say anywhere from 1 to 3 is a likely scenario to expect. We're just going to sneak along, go around all the area of the camp. You want to check and... oh, there's one. But you just want to check and see if there are any other shamans around. Or shamans, shamons, shamalama ding dongs, whatever you want to call them. Because even though they're not the hardest to kill, they're a support, and that's what makes the rest of them hard to kill. They also, I don't know if it's a regeneration buff or an actual shield, but they do put that around all of the lesser foolings, so that makes it harder. And then the fact that they can just respawn them is really just a pain. But, yep, so you just look around. And I will tell you, I have a decent bow skill and I got a decent bow. And if you come across a berserker, they don't go down in one shot. It took me like 3 shots, I want to say, to take down just a generic one, and then it took me 6 shots to take down a level 2. I got 1-star Goblin Berserker. And I haven't seen one of these yet, so we're gonna check that out together, guys. Oh, here's one. So you just take on one, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, he's got a star. And this is why I like Frostner, because it actually slows the guys down too. So once you do that, you don't even really have to shield. You just got to keep smacking them. Go around, smack. Go around, smack. Oh, he got me. And he did me for 40 damage, but that's because I got good armor. There we go. He took out a chunk. And that's why I try to avoid them. Like, avoid fighting them. Oh, that's another starred one. Oh. I don't know if you guys can tell, I am not the best aim with these bows. But I try, and that's what counts, right? There we go. And I'm out of stamina. Oof, okay, so now we're gonna run. Just keep on running, regain that health. That's all we're doing, just regaining health. Oh, dang. Okay, so that happened. This is what I'm saying. You got to be careful with these goblins, man. The goblins are the biggest issue that I have found. And normally it's fine. It just depends on your sneak. And by the way, welcome to... I didn't mean to do that. Welcome to my starter base. I know, it's quite impressive. Ha ha ha. But it gets me through the essentials. Alright, let's head on back. get us a bite to eat, and then we will do this the right way. Oh, shit. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and skip to when I get there. Because if there's a death mosquito guarding the path, I gotta find a way around. Might take a second. Alright guys, so I got my stuff back. It took a little bit, but we did it. I died a couple more times. It's okay. It's okay though, because we're back to it. Alright, so back at this again. We're just going to keep going around. I don't think that there's any more shamans. I'm going to take a quick look over this rock just to double check. Come on, get up there. Get up there. And it does not look like there's another shaman. So I'm going to go ahead and just start picking these off. And so once you shoot one, the other one's in the general area. Not like a huge radius, but like I don't know, maybe 6 foundations, 8 foundations, something like that. They'll kind of scatter around for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so. So you just gotta wait for them to stop, and then boom. But yeah, you just do this, and you can do it from far away. You see, it's just... Oh, there's another shaman. He was inside the house. Okay. So then we're going to need to go from the other side. Don't you love that food, though? Like, 250 health right there. Didn't do me a whole lot of good last time, but the food wore off a little bit. Alright, so we're just going around over here. Go back to sneak. I'm going to go ahead and pop these guys right here. And save again. I don't have the best computer, so you'll have to forgive me for that, but I think that I do okay for what I got. There goes one. You see that guy right there is just kind of scattering around. And I don't think that these guys are going to be within the radius of the shaman. So, I'm not too worried. And the other guy's hiding. We'll leave him be. Oh, no, there he is. I think that's the guy that got me last time. It's all good. I got him this time. And that's what counts, right, guys? Little gold right there from, I guess, one of the guys that I killed before. So anyway, now that we're on this side, we need to try to find that shaman. Obviously, he's inside that hut, and that's kind of where the issue is he's in the hut, so it makes things difficult. So I'm going to try to make things a little bit easier on myself. Oh, shit. Alright, so now we got 3 of them. I'm going to regain a little bit of stam, and then we'll fight them. And of course, one of them's also a star. Alright. But you see that damage that they're doing? It's a good 100 plus. But yeah, with these guys, this is all I'm going to do is... Oh, shit. They got me pretty good with that one. Alright. So once I kill that 1 star, it's not going to be too bad. You just want to be smart about it. So that's that. And we were over there. But that's how you can easily become overwhelmed. Is I got too close, and you don't want to do that. But at the same time, it's one of those tricky situations because we have to kill that Shannon. We have to kill him. We just got to figure out the best way to do so. So I'm going to keep trying to get that guy. And once we do get him, then things will be a lot better. I think in the meantime, we're just going to keep popping off what we can. So it kind of works the same way too. If even if you don't kill one, they still will kind of run around if you shoot close and then miss. So, there he is right there. There he is. And we got him. That's all that took. That is all that took. We're going to wait for this guy to stop running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm not the best shot. We're just going to keep firing until we hit something, I guess. There we go. Finally got his ass. Alright, so take this guy out. There's a guy over here by the fire. We want to get him going. Just like that. There's another guy inside the hut. And there's somebody over here. Yep. Alright, so got 2 more spear guys. Again. That's fine. We can take them. Alright. OP food comes in handy. Alright, I think that we've cleared enough of them out. At this point, we can kind of just go in there. Let me move my monster. Yeah, we still got good food. I'm going to let my stam regen a little bit. And we're going to go in there, just make sure that there's no one else there, and then there we go. Alright. This is barley. This is what I was telling you about that you really need to get. That's how you make the flour for everything. And just walk in here. Yep. He's still here. Just smash them up. That's all we're doing. Smash them all up. Because we got plenty of health. We got plenty of food. And this guy's running. There we go. Alright, so I believe that they are all cleared out now. And once you come in here, there are chests like this all over the place. And a lot of times they'll have gold, they'll have needles. I've seen them with the stone sharpening wheels or grindstones, whatever they're called. You'll see with stacks of barley. You'll see a few different things in there. Mainly what you come in here for, and what I was hoping to see, is, so you saw how I just got that shaman trophy right there? A lot of times the shamans will drop a totem, or you'll see a, like, not a statue, but it's like a testament to the Goblin King or Yagluth, and it'll have a totem on there. And it doesn't look like I found any totems. However, is it saving again? No. I am still very curious about what is in this stone area. So we're going to go in there. I'm actually going to switch to my nightlight. I want to see what this is. Oh, here's somebody. A totem. There we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay. So that brings me to 3. So I'll be able to do that Yagluth video here before too long. And looks like that's all that was in here. But yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope that it kind of helped you, showed you what you're going to need to prepare to attack the goblins. It's going to show you tactics that you can use, that you definitely need to get rid of the shamans before you go after the rest, if you can. You saw that I had a little bit of an issue because one of the shamans was inside that building. So, you know, drawing them out by killing other goblins, that's a way that you might be able to do it. But you need to kill the shamans as soon as possible. They can cause you some serious issues about respawning the goblins and shielding them. And you didn't get to see how they do that, but I promise you that they do it. I sat there for like an hour and a half shooting goblins because they kept respawning, and I could not figure out why until I saw that it was the shamans that were doing it. So I promise you, do that, and it'll make your life easier. And I will see you guys in the next video. I loved making this for y'all. Comment down below if you guys want to see me do that live stream for that Yagluth. If I do it live stream, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. So on the 21st, Sunday the 21st, at around 5 o'clock. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.